Here we go. Here we go. Can
How
you hear
about
us
now?
now?
Can you hear us? I feel like I'm teaching one of my English classes. Like, can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Good,
Thank you.
good, cool. Thank you for looking out. Thank you for letting us know that there was no sound. So right now I'm just trying to get the other computer set up and we should actually start in about a minute or so.
Yeah.
We're gonna kind of try and give some more people a little time to get in before we actually start. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see, YouTube. YouTube. Okay, let's just go with that one. Yeah.
So where are you? Was that Boolean? Where are you joining us from? And how you doing, George? Jorge.
Thank you guys for coming along, for actually joining us on this Sunday. We were kind of skeptical about going live on Sunday because of the games, and we kind of know that people are really just getting ready for their work week. So we're not gonna be long. We're not gonna be long at all. Just let's see.
From Houston. Oh, we've been there. We've been there quite a few times. It's not too far down the street from us, actually. All right, was it Jorge or George Chinkui? Is that where you're coming from? Let me see. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, guys. So just maybe two more minutes, and then. Oh, Orlando. Okay, cool. Orlando. We like Orlando.
Yes, Orlando's nice. We've been there. Nice weather too. Let's see. Here we go.
Really? Because we're having some technical difficulties.
It was connected to the back.
Okay. Well, I think we can probably see you just fine, like right there, without.
But then we have to.
Yeah, it's okay. I think we'll be okay. We could just answer back. So that's what we'll do this time. We'll answer back. So I'm gonna put up the laptop and okay. So hey guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey again, you guys know I'm Tenaj.
And I'm Faustino.
And we wanted to thank you guys again for coming to our live on this Sunday. And we hope you have some questions. I don't know if you know, but Faustino and I actually did a talk show on Thursday. So from that talk show, we got like a lot of questions regarding our van bill and some house sitting. Yeah, some house sitting that we had done in the past. And we just wanted to basically answer some questions. So if you have any questions, make sure you put them down in the chat box so we can kind of get to it.
What do you have out there? Any questions? We're sipping on wine, of course, and some vodka and cranberry. What are you guys enjoying out there?
Yeah, what are you drinking on? Or how was your day today? Oh, really? Interesting. That is so interesting. Now I'm just saying it because I didn't see any response. So, yeah, this is cool. Okay, not bad. Okay. Cool. So what are you up to today? Do you have any questions for us before we start?
Any questions on anything?
Talking about your day. Do you have any questions for us? Anything? In Singapore. Actually, we were only in Singapore for
I think a weekend or a week.
About a week. I think we were only in Singapore for about a week.
Right. It's very it's pretty pricey there compared to the other countries in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And that's probably why we wanted to leave so quick. But I mean pricey. It's not expensive, but I should say
it is expensive.
I guess when you're normally paying like maybe $3 for a dinner versus $6. I know it still sounds like it's still a little amount, but if you can pay for $3, why pay for $6, you know?
So I think the reason that we actually went to Singapore was because we were doing a visa run from Malaysia. So You guys know, if you're not familiar with visa runs, every 90 days, if you're in a foreign country, they give you usually 90 days, a 90-day visa to stay. So every 90 days, we had to go to another country and stay there for about 3 days to a week and kind of start that 90-day process over. So we were in Singapore because we were on a visa run from Malaysia.
Right. Buyet, I think that's how you pronounce it. How have you guys decided to move to Malaysia? I guess it was just one of those countries. There was actually two countries. It was Thailand and Malaysia that we went to go and I guess visit. And they were both comparable. They were both almost the same. But we ended up going with Malaysia, I think, because of we found a good condo with a beautiful view and the price was just right.
Yeah, so if you guys have not checked out our Malaysia videos, make sure you go ahead and check out our Malaysia videos. They were absolutely, I love the Malaysia videos. I could be a little biased because it was our videos, but there were some really cool videos. And I think that you'll find out a lot of information on how to move to Malaysia, maybe where to stay and things like that. So you should definitely check out our Malaysia videos. Definitely.
Yeah, Malaysia was fun. Malaysia probably spoiled us as our first country.
Definitely spoiled us as our first country away from the US.
It really did.
So cool. Keep the questions coming. What else do you guys have? What else do you need? I am drinking I'm not gonna say what I'm drinking because because we're kind of in the middle of a sponsorship with a particular company, so I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but I'm drinking wine. So
tequila.
That's what's up. Close to what Faustino's drinking, but not exactly.
Oh, you have a 15-year-old son. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have a 15-year-old son. He's actually right behind this wall next door.
So surprised he has not barged his way into the room as of yet. So he must hear us.
Tequila. You should check out our George or Jorge. You need to check out our Acapulco series. If you love tequila, I think there was enough drinking in our Mexico Acapulco series. That was it was nice. Acapulco was nice also.
What was that we were drinking when we were in Thailand? Drinking with those guys.
Sawaka.
Okay. So
ayahuasca.
It wasn't tequila. It wasn't tequila.
No, it was ayahuasca.
Okay.
Ayahuasca.
It just tastes like it. Okay. So cool.
Will we ever go back to Penang?
I think we will definitely go back to Penang. We
Definitely.
still communicate with a lot of the friends that we made on the island, and they are missing us. Of course, what's not to miss? No, but seriously, they're missing us, and we're missing them. We're missing Malaysia in general.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely go back to Malaysia. We'll definitely go back. The van life is not something, it's not end all. Like that's not where we're stopping at. We're just doing this for right now, and we'll travel internationally again soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Van life is just temporary, like my wife said. Van life is just temporary for right now. You wanted to pick our brains about the island resort. Well, go ahead. Ask questions. Ask whatever you want to ask.
We will tell you now that the internet that we had was it wasn't good.
It was not good at the time, but I think I
think they're doing time now.
They have a new internet service provider because it's all contracted, but now there's a new company on the premises where their internet was way better. Only because now we didn't have it, but we already heard that around the other part of the island that was probably the best company.
Yeah. So whatever questions you have about Island Resort, go ahead and put them down. Go ahead and put them down. And thanks, Jerry.
Yes,
Jerry said he enjoys our travels and our videos. Well, thank you. We really, really appreciate that. We spend a lot of time. We spend a lot of time creating and editing content and stuff, and we really enjoy doing it. So we really hope that you guys like it.
How you doing, Tandra? Jerry, I know we've seen you in the comments before. Where you guys coming from, Jerry and Tandra? Where you watching us from? Did you maintain USA health insurance? Did we maintain USA health insurance while traveling abroad? We did not. It's basically not really taken over there.
Yeah.
It's almost like urgent care where you can just walk up, get treated, and pay a small amount, maybe $25, $30 USD.
If that
amount, that's probably on the high end.
It was so inexpensive. And I think the way that the insurance works over there is if you have an insurance in the US, you would make a claim. And you would pay up front, and then your insurance company would reimburse you.
Right.
So, but we had to visit the hospital once because I had a really bad accident. And then once we had to take Daniel to the hospital because he had some type of skin rash. But the prices there were, I mean, it was unbelievably cheap. Like it was so cheap. So insurance kind of, it wasn't needed.
No, it's really not. All right, Cincinnati. I wonder if it's cold up there.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, so we'll have to visit when we stop through. When we stop through, most definitely. I'll PM you. Okay.
Oh, your live show here.
Oh,
okay.
Fun.
Just you can ask your questions.
Either or, child. Either or, because we have specifically carved out time to answer your questions.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
You want to ask now, trust me. Ask now.
I mean, if you feel more comfortable asking, later, then that's cool too.
Tandra, she loves our channels, and she's in Atlanta. She's reached out to us before. Nice to meet you, IP man. Is there a limitation on visas currently? Well, I don't know. We haven't really kept up with the visa opportunity with other countries. We're focused right now on, I guess, local travel until obviously the COVID-19 kind of I guess wears down a little bit or is controlled.
But when we were there, it was they would usually each country gives you a 90-day visa. So you're allowed to stay in the country for 90 days. And after your 90 days, either you have to leave or, well, you definitely have to leave. Yeah. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to leave, but you can come back. So that's that. I hope I answered your question. If not, just let me know where I need to clarify.
Cheyenne asked, are we going to have a bathroom in the van?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Shall we have to?
Right? Bathroom will be in the van.
We will have a bathroom. We're having a composting toilet, so we don't have that to worry about. So we'll have a toilet and a shower. Yes. So yes, we will have a bathroom in the van, and
we'll see if we go from there. How long we lived in Malaysia? Well, we lived in Southeast Asia for a year, but because we had to keep leaving Malaysia every 90 days, I guess you could say we lived in Malaysia for a year, but we traveled to about 6 or 8 countries in Southeast Asia for at least a week or two, and definitely even longer towards the end of the year. We actually stayed in Thailand for about almost 2 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can basically say over a year.
So we lived in Malaysia for about a good 13 or 14 months, but we also visited, like Faustino said, we visited Thailand for 2 months, and we visited one part of Thailand for 2 months, and then we visited another part of Thailand for a month, and we visited so many other places around Malaysia. So yeah.
All right, Tandra. Yes, yes, we do love making money. Who doesn't love making money?
Was that your question?
She's gonna. I'm assuming she's gonna send us a link. Yeah, go ahead and send us a link. We're definitely looking into any opportunities of making money. I mean, who doesn't love making money? That's how you're able to travel.
You'll be surprised, right? No,
really?
I'm just kidding.
Do you need time to get used to drinking? Oh no. No, they sell water just like Nestle, the Aquafina and Dasani. No, there's that's the question about water. The water is just no different than the water here in the U.S. They have bottled water, they have gallon water. They have those big machines where you can just drop in like a quarter and they fill your big gallon up for a quarter. We use those extensively while living in Penang. Yeah.
But we did not drink out of the faucet.
No, we didn't.
I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but we did not drink out of the faucet. Like all the water we cooked with, the water we drunk, we actually bought it.
Yeah, it's just bought water. Yeah, it's good. It's no problem. Were you granted 90 days? Yes, we were granted 90 days every time we re-entered to Malaysia, except this one time. Well, I'm not gonna say
we were granted 90 days every time we exited Malaysia, and then we entered back in. We were granted 90 days, but they kind of frowned down upon constantly leaving the country every 90 days and coming back. So it got kind of hard toward the end, and we really didn't want to be
stranded.
Yeah, kind of stuck out, not being able to get let back into the country because we overextended our stay. Even though there's nowhere that says, you can't do this multiple times. It's, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. It's kind of like an unwritten rule.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on who's your border agent stamping you. They might let you in, they might not. It just depends. But more than likely, I mean, we always got in. Someone asked, "Our son in a public or private school, and how much was it?" He was in a private. Are we talking about Malaysia? If we're talking about Malaysia, he was in a private school. He was in a private school. He was in a private school, and I know that the amount that we were paying was not the amount that I guess that everybody else was paying. Right. We were able to work out a good I guess a good tuition rate with the super good with the owner / principal, and they're actually excited to have someone not from Malaysia in the school because it actually opens up more doors. They're actually able to see other people and communicate and use English. So they enjoy it. They really want you to be there. But the school was fine. It did its job. It's good. Mm. Let's see. Are you guys vampires that live forever? You know what? It's funny you should ask that. Is it funny? It is, because we are in New Orleans, and there's a lot of vampire stuff down here. We're not vampires though, but I remember a time in my youth where I know my wife teases me this. She teases me about this all the time. What did I tease you about? Because I remember there was a time when in my youth, I guess my early 20s, where I wanted to shave my teeth like vampires because I had this thing with vampires. Wow. I just love them. I just love them. Don't even understand the changes and steps that we've been throughout this 20 years of marriage. So he did. He wanted to shave his teeth down. I wanted to shave my teeth, stuck on the look like those people that's on that show. Interview with a Vampire it was set in New Orleans, and ever since that movie, I just love vampires. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I don't know, I just love vampires. I love that they can live forever and that they're always young and they're just mysterious. See, we're off subject here, but hey, that's what you hear. You're asking questions, and this is the answers. Yes, that's what I wanted to know. The water coming out of the faucet. So we boil that water. Just like I guess it would be if we went to any other country or anywhere else. If you're kind of unsure about the water, then you boil it. But we boiled the water. If we didn't have any filtered water, we boiled the water. We didn't just put our cups, under the faucet and drank it. We just didn't. We just didn't. No. Richard, how you doing, Richard? How you doing, Dark Matter? And who else did we miss? He asked, have we been to House of Hoodoo? We have not been to House of Hoodoo in New Orleans. We haven't. We're going to look it up now that you've mentioned it to us. Mentioned it, We're going to definitely check it out. Arlene, we saw you on the Today Show last week. Oh, that was on it was awesome. Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We're so glad to have you here. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers because of that show, so we are definitely grateful for that. And like I said, welcome to our crazy family. Let's see. Someone wants to know the name of the school. I do not remember the name of the school, but we definitely, if you message us on Instagram or on Facebook. I remember the name of the school, but just message us. Right, we like to keep the school private and I'll give you the name. Yeah, because we weren't citizens, and she allowed us to be enrolled in the school anyway, and I just don't want to get anybody in any trouble or whatnot. So I'll let you know, through message. Right. But the school's good. Your son or daughter will get a good education. It's a beautiful school. It's community-based. Yes. It's a beautiful setting and surround. If I had a school like that to go to when I was a child, geez Louise. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Arlene Wade, how you doing, Arlene? She wants to know if you're from the Caribbean. I am not. I was born and raised in New Orleans. Yes. I was born and raised. Well, not born and raised. I was born in Cuba and raised in New Orleans. Yeah. And we're a great looking couple. Thank you. IP man, do you guys have a regular income or a job or just travel? Well, we do a little bit of everything. We teach English online.
And that's our regular income.
Right. We house sit when possible, and we also we sell, I guess, merchandise and things like that online. These are some of the T-shirts that we're still creating. These are actually some demos, but we have a few websites out there where we sold T-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's ways to make money online. Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow. It's easy to find shiny. It's easy to find makeup, hair products for Black women. Oh, okay.
Where are you talking about?
I guess just
in
traveling.
Malaysia, like while you travel.
That's a good question.
Okay, because
Colombia has them.
Colombia has some things. Because you know that there's a lot of Afro Latinas in Colombia, so they have some things. And I guess while we've been traveling, I've been able to find the most products in Colombia. But usually when I get ready for a trip and I know that I'm going to be gone for a long time, I'll just stack up on everything that I need, order from Amazon or whatever. And usually Amazon delivers anywhere, almost
anywhere.
They didn't deliver in Malaysia.
They didn't. But we had a service where
it was almost like Amazon.
Yeah, you send it somewhere where they repackage it and then send it back, or someone here from one of our relatives would just pack it up and send it to us. But it worked out. Avocado Queen says she saw us on the Tamron Hall show. Thank you for joining us from the Tamron Hall show.
Welcome. I'm so glad you guys stuck around.
Oh yes. Bass Chops says our video from the water theme park was hysterical with our sons. Yes.
So crazy.
Yes. Our oldest son actually came to visit us.
Yeah.
2 months
it was
before
like 2
we
months
left.
before we were moving from Malaysia. So on our last, I want to say like our last weekend in Malaysia, we decided to take them to the water park somewhere we had been saying that we were going to go the whole time we were living in Malaysia or on the island of Penang, and we had never went. So we just decided, hey, you know, what better time than now to do it. But I'm so glad that you enjoyed the video. We had so much fun creating the video. We had a lot of time. I mean, we had fun editing the video. And I'm happy you enjoyed it.
Yes, I wish we would have went to the water park early. We would have created more videos from it. But there was just so much to do on Penang that our time was it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But
yeah.
Samaya C, how you doing? We are actually in New Orleans right now. We're in the USA where we've been converting our van into a tiny home on wheels. I'm so excited about that, y'all. I'm so excited about that. Oh, okay. So he used to live in Hammond.
Oh,
okay. That's pretty close. Hammond,
not too far
right?
From us.
That's a small. How'd you pick Hammond? That's strange. Anthony Winter, what's your favorite Jay-Z song? That's quite a few.
Let's go with Song Cry right now, since that's like the first one that came to my head. So we'll go with Song Cry.
I was gonna go with him and Pimp C, the old one.
Oh,
Big Pimp, right? Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, that's a good one. That's the first one that came to mind. He's got a bunch, but that's the first one. We will eventually go back to Malaysia. I hope so. Definitely.
We're definitely going back. We have a few friends that we need to stop in and say what's up.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So we definitely, Cheyenne, we do prepare, I guess, what we know we're going to be missing or not having in Malaysia. But basically, I'm sorry. I guess it just said that you have to prepare before you travel to make sure you have what you need.
You definitely have to prepare before you travel. Especially us, we have to prepare before we travel because there's not a whole lot of people that deal with our texture of hair or even when I went to MAC, because there's MACs everywhere, but the shade that I may have needed was never really available. I had to go like to a big city, say Kuala Lumpur, it's not far from the island that we were on, but I still had to get on a plane to go to MAC just to get my foundation. So, you know.
Yeah. How you doing, Samyasi Orion? How you doing? We're in New Orleans.
I know he's probably butchering you guys' names. I'm so sorry for that.
IP man, how often we'll be doing live chat? Well, we want to do them more often, but it's always...
We get so caught up.
We get caught up with life and video making.
Else. like I think our last live was maybe the beginning of the year, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do every week, and
we should do
that didn't happen.
Yeah, we say we're gonna do them more often, but it's hard competing. I guess sometimes. I guess we sometimes think we're competing against like I guess the football games or the NBA finals and things like that. The van remodel is going. It's going pretty good.
We have a long way to go. Yes. However, we have come a long way. And the good thing about the van build is that we're working with some sponsors that are actually helping us out with some things in the van, like batteries and AC. So yeah, we were able to pick up a few sponsors for our van build, and we're really excited about that. Yes. Now, another thing that has us kind of behind in our van build is COVID-19. It's kind of hard to get the parts and the pieces that we need to do the van build with, because a lot of things are on back orders. Yes. So we're playing the waiting game.
Yeah, and another thing is also it's been a very active hurricane season.
Damn near.
There's a hurricane coming this weekend.
And they swear to God, it's like every hurricane is coming to New Orleans. It's coming. It's this one. It's this one. So, we don't want to cut any holes into the van with bad weather coming. Yeah. So,
I don't know how to pronounce. I'm gonna say guitar. He went to SLU. Yeah.
Okay, that's
very
cool.
Familiar.
Yeah, that's cool.
And where would you live when you go back to Malaysia? I would say
I would go back to Penang.
I would go back to Penang, or what's the name of the other island? I can't think of it right now. But I'd say probably Penang.
I would go back to
just
Penang.
The perfect.
It was so easy. Life was so easy there. I mean, you had your fruit markets on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, fresh fruit. I mean, it was so very cheap. The rent was cheap. The views were amazing. The food was cheap.
I go back to Penang.
I would definitely.
Honestly, Penang is like a hidden secret.
In a heartbeat.
Yes.
And we still have friends there.
We do. Amir says, "Have I ever been told I look like Jesus?"
Yes, he's been told that quite often, actually.
Yeah, I look like, okay, these are the top people I look like. Jason Momoa, if you don't know who that is, Aquaman. Jesus.
And I think that's like the two
that's
that
the top
I've heard
two.
the most.
I've heard Matthew McConaughey. I've heard, I forgot the other guy, like not Ben Stiller, but it's the other guy that looks like Ben Stiller, but I forgot his name. I've been told look like that. My wife and I fell in love with you two from your Penang videos. Your demeanor is so easygoing. We were sad by the time we discovered you and you moved on.
Well, just continue to stick around, and we're gonna do some more traveling, and we are definitely going back to Malaysia. I just don't know when the borders are gonna basically open back up for us, but we do have plans on going back to Malaysia. So
yes, Avocado Queen, thank you for the BLM video. It's important for Black YouTubers to highlight the importance of these issues and not pretend they aren't happening.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if it's up in a forefront and it's very important to us, we're definitely going to discuss it. And that's why we felt that we had to do a video on BLM.
Yep. Bass Chops, Langkawi.
Oh, Langkawi.
Yeah.
So when we were there, we didn't make it to Langkawi. Although it was right there, like 30 minutes away. We didn't make it to Langkawi.
No, there was just so much other things that I guess captured our attention from a constantly on Penang and having to leave Penang for our visa runs. All the other countries that are surrounding Malaysia was just wonderful.
It was wonderful. Like we went to Bali, we went to China, we went so many different places. Vietnam, Cambodia, Singapore. Yeah. So
you don't need makeup.
Oh, thank you.
Dark Matter says she don't even need makeup.
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate that, child. I tried.
IP Man wants to retire. They still have a 10-year-old. And do we think it's a good idea versus living in the U.S. where it's different schools? You know what? I remember when we first left, I was a little bit apprehensive about pulling Daniel out of school because, you always want him to have an education. But it really wasn't a problem. And I'm glad that we did it I guess before he got older, because he was able to spend time with us and actually experience living outside the country more than it's just we're used to, I guess, this dome in America maybe sometimes where you just live in your city and this is all you know. But if you could take your kids out of the country a little sooner and let them experience, like, oh, there's other cultures in life. It's not just this this one way. There's other ways to learn, you know. But I would say, if possible, definitely you should definitely take them with you if you're able to retire with him.
Yeah. Yep, you should. So sponsors, that's awesome. Congrats. Well, thank you. We are so excited about that. You guys don't even know, like, we are so excited. There were so many companies that ran across our videos on YouTube, and they contacted us and they're like, yeah, so we want to work with you guys. And, you know, you are average people doing the van, and, you know, you're not professional. So I guess that's why they wanted to work with us, because we're not professionals yet. We're taking this on, and we're doing the damn thing. So yeah, we're super excited about that.
It's a lot. Our product team wants to know, would we recommend a single lady doing house sitting or better travel with someone? House sitting solo is actually fine, because the homeowners kind of sometimes
he does that sometimes.
The homeowners sometimes don't want a lot of extra people in their house. You know, sometimes they don't want a child or a family, but some do. I think they actually enjoy a single woman. That way there's no I don't know. I guess they're not going to be someone throwing a party or having guests over, things like that. I think they prefer.
Yeah, that's well, I don't think it's that they prefer. I think that that people do appreciate the fact that women travel alone, and they don't think that they're gonna, like Faustino said, maybe throw parties or kind of trash their houses and stuff like that. So what house sitters usually look for is couples, Faustino and I, and single ladies.
People, right,
yeah.
Right.
So you would definitely have a good chance to do it.
Right.
I have a lot of friends that are single and they're traveling and they're actually doing house sitting. So, I mean, it works. It works for couples. It works for singles. It works for whoever makes it work.
Makes it work. We actually use we're using trustedhousesitters.com, and I think you'll find a link in some of our videos where you can get a discount for joining, and it does work. Daniel will be living with us, Cheyenne, but let me get back. But it does work. We were very skeptical when we signed up. We're like, you know, these people want $89 from us to look at houses to see if maybe we'll get picked. But it worked. Literally 4 days after we paid our membership, we put in a little profile. It's no different than putting in a Facebook profile on the app, and we were chosen. And here we were, 1 month free in a beautiful high rise.
That was the first one, yeah.
Our first one, taking care of six-week-old kittens.
6 Persian cats.
6 Persian.
In a high-rise in Bangkok.
And in a nice, beautiful part of Bangkok, right next to the
Nana district.
To the Nana district. So if you don't know what the Nana district, you can check out our videos where that's like the naughty section of Thailand.
It's like a Bourbon Street
of
Thailand, but it's like a Bourbon Street on
times
steroids.
Times 10.
It's crazy.
It is.
But Daniel's gonna be living with us.
He will be.
He doesn't think he is.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to.
He doesn't
I'm
want
just kidding.
to.
He's on the fence when it comes to van life. But I mean, he's a teenager, and you know how
privacy.
Teenagers are. You know, 1 minute they're good, the next minute they're like, no, leave me alone. But yeah, so he's good. But he's gonna be with us. He's gonna be traveling around, and if we have to drag him along, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Base Chops wants to know: do we pursue our sponsors or do they seek us? It's a little bit of both. Actually,
it's actually a little bit of both. We have we've pursued some, and we've been successful with that, and some have just emailed us from out the blue, and we're like, wow, how did they even get that email address? Because we've never even put it out. So it's been a little bit of both. It's been a little bit of both.
But definitely, I would definitely pursue always contacting them first. You know, send out that I guess that cold email somebody's going to answer. And if they don't answer, well, look at it like the way we look at it. It's their loss. You know, we'll just find someone else that believes in our story, and we'll email them, and somebody will sponsor us. Somebody will bite. So it's almost like fishing. You just throw emails out there, messaging on Facebook, Instagram, and hope for somebody to bite. And someone will. They'll like your story. Every story is different. Mm-hmm. Their losses. That's just the way. That's almost like the way I think Tenaj and I live life.
Yes,
like
it's their loss.
It's their loss.
I mean, who wouldn't want to work with us? You know what I'm saying? We're so cool, so down to earth. You know, but.
Right, they're lost.
That's how we look at it. Like, oh, okay, so they didn't respond. Cool. Well, on to the next. It's just that easy.
Black Cat, God bless you with your gorgeous woman. Thank you. She is beautiful. Cherish her. Love you guys. Oh,
right here. It's so crazy.
I love your vibe. You guys to relax and chill. Thank you, Avocado. Yeah, we usually relax and chill. I know sometimes if you watch some of the videos, I'm kind of a little shy. Tonight's just all the talking.
I do all the talking.
I need some motivation to talk.
If you guys saw, like, say, any of our videos or even the Tamron Hall show, I usually do all the talking, especially in our videos. He doesn't feel comfortable. And like, Faustino and I have been married for so very long. So I know so very long.
I don't know how long.
So very long. But anyway,
20 years, people. 20 years.
Anyway, so I kind of know when he's not feeling comfortable. Like we have that vibe already. So like even during the interview, Tamron would ask some questions, and I would wait and count in my head. I would count to 2, and if Faustino didn't answer the question by time I got to 2, then I went ahead and answered it because I know we're on TV and. You know, we have to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? So
she has to like pet me. I gotta process the question and then answer. And she's kind of like off the bat, you know.
So in the video, it may look like I do a lot of, which I do, but that's our setup. So
you know what? They love the bloopers. We haven't done bloopers
in so long,
in such a while.
And there's a lot of bloopers, child.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
A lot of bloopers.
It's a lot. We have not done the bloopers in a while, but we'll bring them back. We'll definitely bring them back.
And I guess that's why these live sessions are so important, because we want to hear from you and find out what you guys like about the videos, like what we should keep doing or what we should kind of, fall back on doing. So keep that coming. I like that. I like the energy.
Definitely. If you guys haven't, I guess make sure you check us out on Instagram, and I think sometimes we're on Snapchat, and not Snapchat. What's the other one? TikTok.
We don't be on Snapchat at all.
We're on TikTok. If you want to follow us, you're gonna follow us there and see what we're doing. Like usually, currently. Or in the moment, I guess in the moment. But you can definitely find us at Tenaj_Tino_ on Instagram.
So one of our most recent videos, one of our subscribers, one of our family members, is a subscriber, not a real family member, but I call all our subscribers family members. So one of our family members said that they want us to do more.
Let's do more of.
They want us to do more bloopers, just like we have here. So yeah, we'll definitely put that.
Definitely do more. Costa Rica, any problems with the septic? No toilet. We flush the toilet papers. I'm assuming it just depends on how your plumbing in your house is built. We house that on basically a.
You wasn't supposed to flush the toilet tissue, right? You wasn't supposed. Yeah,
I don't remember.
You shouldn't.
Really? Okay.
You shouldn't flush the toilet tissue in Costa Rica. You should just put it in the wastebasket.
I don't remember.
But go ahead.
But the house was very fully. I mean, it was. I hate to modernize. I was going to use Americanized, but it's very modern. The people from Canada, but the house is very modern. It had all the amenities, and we didn't have any problems flushing toilet paper. It was a beautiful house. Make sure you check out our Costa Rica series. The house, you can actually rent that house on Airbnb, and man, that's a beautiful house. That's a beautiful house to definitely rent as a group.
Why do you think that they tell us we shouldn't flush? And that's just one of the questions here.
I think it's because toilet paper clogs the 4-inch drainage pipe, and it just eventually just clogs up, and then you'll have obviously some issues.
And that's basically how it was in every country that we went to. We were not really, except for in the condo that we were staying in Malaysia, but everywhere else that we went, it was asked that you dispose of any toilet tissue or anything inside of a wastebasket.
Right. That's actually common in a few countries, not just Costa Rica. It's actually, from what I've heard, it's actually the right and it's the right and easier. Even in America, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what we should be doing.
But it's easier just to send it down the toilet, and it's easier. But that does cost. But who wants to throw that in a bag and empty it out every so often?
Yeah, and it can get kind of gross, But hey,
it can. Wow. Okay. So let's see. Anything else, guys? Anything you want to know about us? Anything
about the van? Or so are you guys interested, say, in van life? Like, have you been watching our van life videos? And if so, what do you think? Number one problem. Oh, okay.
I know the van stuff is, I don't know. I don't want to put this out there. Maybe you might find the van building portion just not as exciting as the traveling part, but if you stick with us, you'll see how once we start traveling and showing you guys the places that we're going, you're going to remember how we got there and how it used to be just an empty van to just a full house on wheels. And we're going to take you to these amazing places,
Yeah. So our plan is to actually finish up the van. I don't know when we'll finish up the van, but we're working on it. So our plan is to finish up the van and then visit every state in the country. So we're going to visit the states. We're going to, when we get there, we're going to Google, say, the best dish in this state or city or whatever. And we're going to go there. We're going to do all the national parks. And it should be fun. I mean, you guys know that we enjoy traveling in other countries. So we're going to try to take advantage of everything that there is to see here.
Some people like the van build.
Cool. I like the van build too, child. Because that is my baby. That is my baby. Like, seriously.
Van life. Avocado says she loves to do van life, but the showering. Well, you build it. Yeah, we will have a composting toilet. Mm-hmm. We plan on doing things a little different because we're able to house sit. We plan on actually applying for house sits, driving our van to house sits, parking our vehicle in their driveway while we take care of their home. So, we won't always be in the van 24/7. We feel like we'll use some Airbnb time. We'll live in a van. We'll take care of people's homes. It's gonna be a mixture of life all over the world, because just because we have a van doesn't mean we're not gonna hop a flight to Costa Rica or anywhere to take care of
just throw the van on a ship and ship it abroad, or we can drive abroad. So after we finish every state here, we're gonna take it to South America, Central America. Yeah. We're going to do all that.
This is a good question for you.
What's the question?
The question is, how will you pare down your wardrobe? I love clothes, makeup, and hair. It would be hard to get rid of everything. Well, I'm gonna say one thing, and then Tenaj can take over.
What you gonna say, child?
You definitely have to practice and look up minimalism. It definitely works. Some of those things that you think you need, you probably don't need them. You probably won't never wear them again, but Tenaj can answer on how she handles. Let her take her sip, and then we'll find out how she deals with all those different clothes.
Oh, okay.
Or wardrobe.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the question?
Is how do you pare down your wardrobe? How are you able to pick all the best outfits out of all your wardrobe?
Like Faustino said, we have kind of actually, ever since moving abroad, we have taken up this minimalism thing. And I know that I am not the best person to tell anybody about minimalism, but if you knew me before we decided to move abroad, I'm talking about my friends are so in awe because of the way that I've actually been able to kind of scale down. Because again, like Faustino said, once you get to Asia and all those other countries, like they're not worried about your red bottoms and your, whatever else. They're not worried about all that. It's really about comfort.
Right.
And to me, I guess it has become more about comfort than about, say, fashion. However, I do still try to keep it cute, child, because that's important to me too. But seriously, though, I've kind of learned to scale down. I get what I need, and if I don't need it, then I don't bring it with me. So, like Faustino and I travel. Like when we travel with a backpack. So whatever we need is really in our backpack. Right. So I hope I answered your question.
Somebody's worried about us showering at gyms. I can understand that. That's one of the last resort. I mean, we a lot of van lifers have a gym membership, and I think the one that's going around, Planet Fitness is basically in all 50 states, or give or take. But we definitely will use the gym, obviously, because we just worked out.
But sometimes, and that's the reason that I wanted a shower inside the bathroom. Inside of the van, because I wanted to be able to do everything that we needed to do inside the van without having to kind of leave it,
Right. Those are almost like last resorts, I think the van will be self-sufficient. We have 6 batteries that we received from Battleborn, one of our good sponsors, and actually installing We're actually prepping to install solar panels this week.
We're doing that tomorrow.
We're looking at it.
We're doing solar panels tomorrow.
So hopefully the video for next Sunday. We don't know if we're doing a video because I know Tenaj is taking a girls trip to Vegas with some of her friends.
I am, child.
So
I am.
There might or might not be a video next week or the week after. We will definitely see on what we have.
I think if there's not a video, though, we'll go live. Faustino and I will go live and just kind of chat with you guys.
Right. You leaving your guitars behind. Just bring your guitars. I mean, if that's what makes you happy, you can bring your guitars. Just leave everything else that doesn't make you happy. Mm-hmm. Just bring your guitars and make music online. You can get definitely a lot of gigs abroad. We've seen, actually, that's a lot of one of the number one jobs, expats, I guess she calls expats, people that move abroad.
Yeah.
A lot of entertainment industry. They love a lot of the other countries. They love to hear American musicians just play guitars, just
see paintings,
paintings, tattoos.
They love.
They
really enjoy our culture.
Right.
Like they really, really do, and they appreciate it, and they show you how much they appreciate it.
Right. You can definitely get a gig playing your guitars at any little bar or restaurant overseas. Definitely. Don't worry about that. That's just basically put yourself out there and say, hey.
Don't leave them. Don't leave your guitars.
No, bring them.
No, bring them.
Do you feel concerned transitioning to van life versus home ownership? Well, equity versus retirement. That's one of the things I think about all the time. Like here we are investing into a mobile home versus a home, but I guess the van is just it's just a means of living for now. We still make income where we're able to put aside to once again buy a house one day because we have owned a house before. We have owned the house before. It's just that we just didn't want to do it anymore and constantly pay bills and fix the house and maintenance on the house. We decided to push that away for right now.
We couldn't even enjoy our house.
It was a beautiful house.
Beautiful house, but we get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We leave. We go to work. We stay at work for 8 to 10 hours. We come home. Yeah. We eat dinner. And we take a shower. We go to sleep. Where is there time to enjoy this beautiful house? So, as much as it kind of hurt us to let it go, we know that we were actually letting it go for a greater purpose, like to live the life that we want to live.
Right. We'll come back to home ownership once, maybe after we're done traveling, maybe for another 10 years, who knows? But we'll definitely want to settle down one day. Of course,
we may get us a lake house. That's my dream. I think that after the van life and after we're finished with that, we'll just go and get us a little lake house, a cabin just for Faustino and I, because by that time, our youngest son, Daniel, will be gone to college. We are counting down the days. And so the van is just something that we're doing right now.
Right.
I look at it as an investment because not only can we sell the van, we can
rent it out. People,
we can
there's
a lot of things we
those
can do
things
with
out.
the van. So I look at it as an investment. We're buying another vehicle, and this is not our first vehicle. So
no. Well, we have a stove. We will have a stove. We'll have an electrical induction stove. We're actually trying to get we're trying to get one sponsored.
And we're gonna have everything that makes you comfortable, basically, besides like a crazy amount of space. Everything else that makes you comfortable in your house, like your stove and your bathroom and your bed and just your relaxing area. We're gonna have all that inside the van.
Everything.
It's just gonna be on a much smaller stage.
Let's give a toast to Avocado Queen. She said yes to she said, my kind of girl, yes.
Oh, yay.
To the wine.
That's what's up. Yeah, I love my wine.
We love wine. I'm just going with the harder today.
Yeah.
Are you still in Malaysia? Yep. Cool name. Yep. No, we're not in Malaysia. Yes, comfort is important. Comfort is important.
Yes, it's wine. It's wine.
It's wine. Red wine.
I was gonna say what it was, but yeah. So we're in the middle of
we're trying to gain
some sponsorship. So
we're trying to get a good sponsorship with this wine company.
It's red wine.
It is red wine.
It's red.
Yeah, it's one of the few things we can drink while we're on keto. I don't know if you know, we're on a keto, I guess, diet, but I don't like calling it diet. It's more like we just don't eat.
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle because we
and we're not hardcore.
No. We can be hardcore. We have been hardcore, but we try to definitely stay away from rice, bread, pasta, sugar,
fruit, carbs, all the good stuff.
So everyone's always asking us how we look so young or how we stay so fit. We don't eat carbs. Like we stay under maybe 20 to 30 carbs a day. And I think it works out for us. We love it. Traveling through Canada. Yeah, we're coming to Canada.
We intend on rolling through the 6.
Right,
yes with my woe. You know how that go.
There's a travel couple, there's a van life couple actually. Who is Eamon and Beck? We watch Eamon and Beck, and they live in Canada, and hopefully we'll be able to pass through one day. And I'm sure there's a few others. Do you shoot on a cell phone, SLR? We actually know we shoot on a what is that? A DSLR? I think it's a mirrorless or DSLR.
It's a mirrorless. Yeah, it's a mirrorless. We shoot on a mirrorless camera, but our editing software is Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, we do use Final Cut Pro. We just started using that maybe at the beginning of the year. We were using iMovie, and it was just time for us to graduate and learn some better editing software skills.
So if you guys didn't know, you could actually get, what is it, like 3 months?
You can get 3 months free of Final Cut Pro.
You get 3 months free of Final Cut Pro. So we are in the process of
still using it and still learning. And in those 3 months, you can actually learn before you actually buy. And you can actually learn how to use it. And it works out great. It works out great. We do shoot sometimes on a cell phone when cameras are not available. We don't like to because you can tell the quality. Usually
the only thing I'll shoot on a cell phone for is my Instagram videos. And the Instagram videos, if you guys are not following us on Instagram, make sure you do. It's Tenaj_Tino_. And we usually post every day. We post more on Instagram than we do on anything else because it's so easy to kind of put together my stories. And it's things that we do on a daily basis. So about the composting toilets, I actually am going to do a video on a composting toilet as soon as our toilet gets in. That's on back order, and it's been on back order for
everything's on back order.
18 weeks now, so we're still waiting on that. But yeah, definitely, as soon as that gets in, I'll do a video on that and how easy it is to use a composting toilet and how beneficial it is. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anything else? Anybody? Anything?
I've had so much fun with you guys tonight.
I know. Ask some questions.
They have asked. They've asked a lot of questions. I mean, you can ask more if you want.
Ask more. Ask anything.
You say anything. Like, geez.
I don't know. Just anything. Anything that comes to mind.
Yes.
Let's see.
So is there something that you want to share? Is that a rocket? Oh, okay. I couldn't see.
What
I'm
is
sorry.
that? Oh, celebration things. Okay. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I'm so excited about this van bill. Faustino and I are gonna be doing. I had a lot of questions. You did. But you still asked a lot of questions. So I mean, you're good.
We need more questions.
We definitely appreciate your participation.
Or you guys are the moderators. We can't answer unless you speak. So it's we're working both ways.
So yeah, the internet speed that we had at Island Resort was horrible. It was
TM. A company called TM. And
I don't know. I think that they have gotten a little bit better since we left, but I think they were supposed to be having Time Warner or something.
It was a new resort, so they only contracted one company to do their internet, and they were horrible. But after being there for that year, literally like we said earlier, right before we were about to leave, they contracted another company to run the lines through all the apartments, and it's called Time, and their internet was just incredibly fast. It was Singapore fast, and if you haven't been to Singapore, which maybe you haven't, Singapore internet was like lightning speed.
It was crazy. Like we downloaded a video and like it was crazy. Like it was so crazy. Yeah. When in Malaysia, it would take us 8 hours to download like a 20-minute video.
Leah, is this Leah from Vietnam, Leah? But anyway, is the podcast still in the works? Podcast still in the works.
Child, the podcast. It's still. Oh yeah, she said yes.
Okay.
Hey,
all
love.
Right.
I love you guys.
Welcome back home. I know you was gone for quite a while.
So if you guys have not checked out our friend's channel, turn it up.
Not turn it up.
Get out,
and get gone. Check them out.
That's what it is. Blame it on the wine. So I'm blaming on nothing else but the wine.
Get up, get out, and get gone. Make sure you look them up. They're
a super incredible, cool couple that we met up with while we were in Vietnam. They're also an interracial couple. So
we love that automatically.
Yeah, we love that. Yeah. But, tell Justin we said hi.
You want to know about the podcast?
The podcast is definitely still in the works. We have just added so much other stuff to our plate that the podcast kind of took a back seat. Actually, I just took off our podcast
attire.
Yeah, our merchandise. But it's coming. It's coming.
We'll give you an. Should I give him a hint?
It's coming. You do too much.
How about I say one thing?
So anyway, we had some more questions. Confetti. That's what she said it was, confetti.
Oh, okay.
I saw confetti.
I really want. Okay.
Well, how will we stay connected in the van?
Wi-Fi. I mean, it's basically the same Wi-Fi that you're using on your Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, whoever you have. That's basically almost the only providers for Wi-Fi like that, and we'll have a cell phone booster. There are satellite companies that do provide more internet power, but obviously those cost more. We're still trying to get a sponsorship with them, but it's basically the same internet that you're using. And like I said, we'll always be between Airbnbs, house sitting, and our van. So internet's not a problem. Internet will not be a problem. Avocado Queen wants a better quality of life. She's afraid to leave my teaching job and stability and end up being homeless. Advice. You know what? I feel that. I felt those same problems as being like, I guess the man of the house, even though my wife and I work together.
There's no gender role here.
No, there's no gender role. What I'm saying is that I'm always worried about making sure the kids are fed and the wife, that's just something innate in a man, a husband, and a father.
And women too.
But I'm just saying, I take it harder to me. But anyway, don't be afraid, because I was terrified.
I think that we both were pretty afraid. However, we knew that there was more to life than what we were doing. We were only taking vacations like twice a year. And like I said, we had a beautiful home that we couldn't spend any time in. And we had really cool cars that was either parked in the driveway at work or parked in the driveway at home. So when we actually thought about it, it kind of boiled down to, do you guys want to live life, or do you actually want to live life? So we decided that we wanted to live life on our terms. And although I like the security of having a job and having an income, I also like the freedom to just basically do what I want to do when I want to do it, because I'm living on my time. So you have to make a plan, have a plan, and go for it.
Yeah, but as a teacher living abroad, we teach online. You can actually visit these international schools, and you can be a teacher there and teach them, and they will hire you. Get up, get out, and get gone. Leah, she's online right now. She teaches in China full time. I don't know if she's still doing it, but definitely as a teacher, you can. If I was a teacher, I would stop working in the U.S. and pick any country outside of the U.S. and I would get hired. That's how I feel.
So Base Chop says that he has apprehension about letting go, but his wife is ready to go.
You should do it.
I know, because I was ready to go.
Right,
I had to take him.
I gotta tell the story.
Oh, Jesus,
I gotta tell the story.
Lord.
I gotta tell the story.
We're gonna end it soon, because we know that we've taken up like a lot of time. It's already been like an hour. I'm gonna let Faustino end with this story.
This is a good question. This is a good question.
Because I never know what he's going to say.
I'm going to say I was terrified as the guy, because here you are once again. Your wife is ready to go and you're like, what are you talking about? You want stability. You know what? If your wife is ready to do it, then you should just do it, because she's already made the decision. She's going to support. She wants that. And all you got to do is support that decision. If your wife wants to do it, because she was 100. I was like 50, 50, 75, and I'm glad I did it. But if your wife doesn't mind giving up your job and quitting everything and taking this chance, I would say do it. I'm telling you, do it. You'll love it.
Okay, so Avocado Queen says, did we ever visit your family in Cuba? No, we have not visited his family in Cuba.
There's issues with that.
However, we had great plans to do it this year, but you guys know what happened, and that kind of stopped all of our plans. But they're still there. So as soon as we're able to, we definitely will.
It's a little.
Did I learn Spanish? Just a little bit. Not too much, but
enough. Enough to understand.
I can communicate effectively, and I can listen to my name to know if people are talking about me.
No, but our son Daniel has been back to Cuba several times. I have not been, because my passport's a little different from. I don't want to go into a full story, but I guess because I was born in Cuba. Once I left Cuba, even though I'm an American citizen by naturalization, Cuba doesn't see me as an American citizen. They only see me as a Cuban citizen. So I need a Cuban passport, which is pretty high on the price to get a Cuban citizen.
It's been a little difficult.
It's a little difficult trying to get to Cuba, because all the U.S. anger with Cuba, and it's a little difficult to get to Cuba if you're a Cuban. Yeah, it's weird. It's laws.
Well, guys, love you. Good advice. Oh, thank you. We love you guys too. So glad I found this Q&A. I was doing
Thanks for interacting.
Yeah, most definitely. If you have any other questions, make sure you shoot us an email or leave a comment under one of our Malaysia videos or whatever, and we'll definitely get back. We'll get back with you. So, guys, I know that we have kept you kind of long tonight, and we're going to let you get back to your Sunday night and prepare for your Mondays. We had a wonderful time. Thank you for tuning in. For you new subscribers, thank you for sticking around after the show. And
thank you for checking us out on Tamron Hall. Thank you. Very inspiring. Thank you. Please
for sure.
Some of your single friends.
Avocado Queen. You know what I need from you?
You just go ahead, DM her on IG.
I need a picture. Your profile is blank. Like I'm gonna definitely need a picture from you. But yeah, so you guys, like I said, if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you run over to Tenaj_Tino_ and follow us on Instagram. And enjoy the discussion. Thank you. Well, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed the discussion. We are going to try and do more lives. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that we're gonna do it every week like we once said that we would. We're not telling that lie anymore. We're not gonna do it.
Life gets in the way.
We know we can't do it every week. So in the meantime, in between time, just check us out on Instagram, watch our videos on Sunday, and we love you guys, and we definitely appreciate you coming out. And yeah,
don't forget Facebook. We're always good stuff on Facebook. Or for those of you that don't use
subscribe.
Instagram,
that's what's up. Yeah, that's my friend.
That's what I'm talking about, avocado.
Okay, well, cool. I'm glad you're subscribed. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, I mean, I'm just saying. You know,
we're 80s, 90s kids. You know, so you know, that's our genre.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. Deuces.
All right, then. Oh, I got in the stream.
I can't deal with